Dime qué es lo que esperas. Dime qué quieres ver.
Hello beautiful ones, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I'm Joseph. It's lovely to meet you, and if you are a returning subscriber to the House of Joseph, welcome back guys. Now then beautiful ones, in today's video we're having a very close look at this, which is the Revolution Pro Blur Instant Line Eraser. And this is one of those targeted, it's actually classed as a primer, although I can't see how something this small could last more than a couple of days. Do you know what I mean? Especially if you're using it all over your face. That's why this is designed just to blur pores, fine lines and stuff. So we'll play around with this today. I thought perhaps I could try half of it on one side of my face, leave the other side bare, and do you know what I mean? Just give it a good old fair crack of the whip. So if that sounds like something you guys want to find out more about, stay tuned. Before we get into the meat and gravy of today's tutorial, guys, what do you reckon to my new background? I thought that, you know, rather than having colours everywhere, which could distract you guys out there, I thought that if I just had something which was slightly interesting, so the Indian elephant behind me, and my mum, bless her heart, she works at a huge charity warehouse sort of thing outside Cambridge called Emmaus. And she just keeps buying me, well, just getting me loads and loads and loads of ethnically printed sort of wall hangings and stuff like that. So this one behind me was a surplus one, and I thought I'd put that to good use rather than having a plain white background. Does that make sense? So guys, this is the Revolution Pro Blur Instant Line Eraser. Big hopes for this one. I'm going to try it on, you know, the deeper lines on my forehead. Can you see in my trench here? Which is actually disappearing. In some lights it doesn't, you can't even see it, it's there, but in other lights, do you know what I mean? You can see it quite pronounced. And I'll tell you quickly, lines are come about because if you think there's a dip there, isn't there? And then light shines on that dip, and the light then forms a shadow, so it's actually the shadow you're seeing, not the wrinkle itself. So something which is light reflective or could bounce light away from those wrinkles could in fact help to minimize the look of wrinkles, fine lines, so on and so forth. This is a very silicone rich formulation. And I'll just have a quick look at the ingredients if that's okay with you guys. Yeah, oh, it's got waxes in it as well. So yeah, dimethicone, trimethicone, microcrystalline wax, and because obviously you need something to form the stick with, don't you? But I won't blind you with science, not now anyway, guys. So this comes in a black cardboard box with gold piping around the outside and an image of the product inside. So we can already tell it's a stick, almost like a lipstick, do you know what I mean? With the Revolution Pro branding on the top, the name of the product there. And down here is the size of this product. And as I've already said, it's a really, really, really small product. So there's 0.7 grams. Is it 0.7 or 0.07 grams, so even smaller, which equates to sorry, that's fluid ounces. So 0.07 fluid ounces, which equates to 2.2 grams. So way, way, way off your 15 mil normal size, or even 30 mil, which you'd get from a primer. Primers can actually go up to even 50 mils. So this is really, really pushing the limits on the size of it. And on this side of the claims there, and I'll read those out in a minute. Can you see that photo? That makes me laugh because there's no difference between the before and after. No difference at all. I mean, it's so small as well. So get your magnifying glass out. Do you know what I mean? If you've got one, have an inspection, and you'll still see that there's no. I don't even know what they're trying to aim at there, because there's no marionette lines, you know, the nasolabial folds from the corner of your nostril to the corner of your lip. If that's what they're trying to demonstrate there, you can't even see them. Does that make sense? Do you know what I mean? Because you just can't, can you? And whether they're trying to show you this product could fill in lines around the lips, that feathering that lipstick bleeds into, and so on and so forth. There's no difference between them, absolutely no difference. So again, a marketing ploy. Get down off that high horse, man, please. Okay, will do. Whatever. So now I'll read out the list of claims down. And if I can, I'll try and find an image of this and pop it down here, so you know you're not having to watch me waffle or stumble my way through the words. But if I can't, then I do apologise. I am sorry. So this is called a soft focus skin perfecting primer. That's the first claim there at the top. Second one says helps improve appearance of pores. So that's a good one, isn't it? And my pores tend to be around here, and thankfully I don't have that many pores. I used to have really, really big pores when I was younger, but carry on. Fine line smoothing, and the last one is reduces excess shine. So, and because this is silicone, silicones absorb shine, don't they? Right. I think that looks quite classy. I don't know about you guys out there, but do you know? I've got toothpaste around my mouth. No, it's just beard dye. Yeah, I think that looks quite classy with the gold piping around and the image on the inside, and then the font and so on. But without any further waffle, I'll get that out there. And can you see it was there was a piece of tape securing, and there's one on that end as well. I don't know if you can see that. There, yeah, you can. So just get a knife and slice. Be careful of fingers, though, obviously. So this is an unboxing as well as a a first impressions and a full try or two. And what I'll do is I'll go and wear this because I need to go and get some bleach. Still haven't cleaned my bathroom yet because I am quite lazy. I'm not, but right. So this is the product out of the box, and it's a black, half gold with a black screw up. I assume that's a screw up, a screw up compartment containing the primer with a gold pull off lid, which just comes off like. Then, as I said, it reminds me of a lipstick or a lip stain or something like that. And on the side, you've got the Revolution. It's not going to. I've already tried to show you there. Can you see that, the Revolution Pro writing on the side? The lights are quite bright in here today, so you won't be able to see that. Don't know if the lights are going to catch on that. Should we carry on? Let's do it. And the product itself does look quite classy. It's in a bullet, isn't it? A gold and black bullet, but without any further waffle. And I'm getting quite nervous. Why do I get nervous when I'm trying? It's because I have high hopes for these things, and then they ultimately let me down. I'll talk to you about Revolution in a minute, about why I think it's a reasonably good company, although I think they've got way too many products because they're trying to cover too many bases, and a lot of their products don't actually work. But, right, okay, should we try? So this is the product out of the bullet, and it's, as you can see, it's pure white. And that will disappear into the skin, hopefully. I don't want white, you know what I mean, white strips all over my face. And there's no scent, so it's not a fragrance formulation, so that's a big thumbs up to me, and Amanda as well. You'll be able to use this. And all of you out there who don't like scented products. I mean, some of you do you know what I mean? But they make me physically nauseous. But right, so I'll start off and I'll just put a line of that. And it glides on quite nicely, although it's a bit of resistance there. Get a bit more of him up. And look, that's how much you get in the entire thing. So, and that's screwed up all the way to the top. So there's not a whole lot there. Again, for £5, £6, £7, or £8, £9, however much I paid for it. It depends whether it vastly transforms my face now, doesn't it? I doubt if it will, though, because none of these primers by Revolution have suddenly left me speechless yet. So that's... It's got a balmy sort of texture to it. Very, very, very silky, very slippy. It glides onto the skin. No scent at all, not even that silicone-y sort of smell. And between the fingers, it just feels a little bit matte, a little bit friction-y, if there's such a word as friction-y. I don't think there is. Sorry, Oxford English Dictionary, for me ruining English in one fell swoop. I just can't understand what the point of this thing is. Is it a primer, as they've called it, a primer, or is it a line filler, or is it... But I'm just stumped by it. But so shall I start? I'll put it on this side because of the windows here, and there's natural daylight, and the studio light's directly in front of me. So and this side's slightly darker, isn't it? So if I start on this side, and I'll just apply some of that one onto the nose. Yeah, it doesn't... I guess it goes on quite nicely, although I'm using quite a bit of it here. Right, so just screw that one down, otherwise, well, you know how clumsy I am, don't you guys? Yeah, so just blend that one in. And I can't see how something like a topical treatment can fill in any sort of wrinkles, really, other than coming from beneath and plumping them out, so you'd need injections and stuff like that. But that does feel quite nice. Very slippy, very silky, very glidey again. Although, it hasn't made a blind bit of difference to my skin, has it? Again, if we're using it as a primer, I'd then go in with foundation or something, a tinted moisturiser. And I'll talk to you about my latest order, which I've just ordered off Revolution online, Revolution Pro, I think it is. It's the blurring tint, which has only been out for a month or so, but that will be coming very, very soon. But yeah, should we talk about this one rather than future purchases or future reviews? Yeah, I'll do that. So, yeah. No, it's something, again, it's something and nothing, isn't it? And herein lies my issue with all of the Revolution. Their foundations are brilliant, their eyeshadows, not so good. Some of them can be quite good, but they are very, very, very watered down, and they kick up a lot, loads of dust forming from them. Foundations are brilliant, eye products are excellent, like eyeliners and mascaras and stuff like that. However, their primers, they've got a primer for virtually everything. So, and I think they've got way too many products, and a lot of them, as I already said, don't work. But right, so should we try now on? Should we see if we can fill that old trench in there? No directions for use at all. But doesn't matter, guys, does it? So all I'm going to do here is just try and fill that line in somehow, and I guess just by getting the product onto my face. And shall I try there as well on my horizontal trench and my vertical, or my 45-degree angle trench. They're not trenches at all, they're just deep wrinkles. But and some people actually think that's a scar. It's so not a scar, I'm not a thug. So yeah, it blends. So I suppose claim number, was it claim number 2? Hang on, put my spectacles on. Claim number 4, reduces excess shine. So yeah, I mean, I could see it doing that, definitely. And all silicone-based, silicone and wax mixtures too. So anything that's a stick or silicone-based stick would help to mattify skin. Although now that does feel quite nice, I suppose. Yeah, okay, sorry, should I focus on what I was doing? So I suppose in theory now that, can you see that side of my face looks slightly different than that side? Maybe you can, maybe you can't. I mean, I can definitely see a very, very subtle difference. This side looks smoother, a little bit more matte. Yeah, so shall I just carry on building this up on this side of my face? And then I'll go out and I'll do some filming because I need some bleach. As I said, I've got to go and do the bathroom. Oh, my life is so glamorous, guys, isn't it? Not. Right, so, and because the product itself is so small, and you have to work in such small areas, I'm terrified it's going to snap off. And therein lies the problem with a lot of these stick-based products. Because if any of you have seen my, and I'll link this into the description to my review of the Revolution stick foundations, and one of them actually broke in half during that, which was a bit galling, but don't matter again, does it, guys? Okay. So beautiful ones. That's now one layer of that one on my left hand, which will appear right to you. Don't forget everything's inverted because filming, and do you know what I mean? It's all mirror imaged, isn't it? Wow. My skin just feels like glass now. It just feels, that side, you can obviously feel my skin. That side's just gliding. I mean, it just feels amazing, absolutely wonderful. Again, I don't know whether this product would be any good for dry skin because it does mattify the skin quite significantly. Although it does feel slightly moist as well. So, right. So now I'll come in and have a close inspection. Glasses are clean. I've just cleaned them. It hasn't even touched that up there, has it? Shall I put a little bit more on and just see whether this would actually do anything? What was the claim again? Helps improve appearance of pores, fine line smoothing, and that's not a fine line. That's a pretty coarse, great big walloping, great. Do you see what I mean? Can you just see what's happened? It's just fallen out. So that proves my point, doesn't it? See if I can pop him back in. Sorry. So if that happens, just pop it back in and just maybe roll it down, and don't have the whole thing on or out of the bullet, because it's just really, really, really awkward to use as well. And now I'm terrified it's going to end up on the floor and get dust and fluff all over it. Why have they made such a small product which is so awkward? And it is incredibly awkward to use, incredibly awkward. Put the lid on him like that, and just no, it's not even touching my wrinkles on my forehead. So again, something and nothing. And my issues with this is the fact it's so small. If you're using it as a primer, it's certainly a foundation primer, there's not enough there for even 2 days worth. Although I suppose what they're aiming for is for you to use it on top of a primer as a wrinkle filler, in which case they should have just called it that. Do you know what I mean? As opposed to calling it a primer. And they have actually called it Revolution, Soft Focus Perfecting Primer. So depends what their meaning of primer is, doesn't it? So what I'll do now is I'll mattification wise, guys, can you see that piece of reflection there on the side which hasn't got the primer on it? And look at the other side there. It has taken the shine away completely, hasn't it? In there, you can see that area there, can't you? Versus that area there. My nose just hasn't even touched my nose. I might build that up on my nose. And then, as I said, I'll put some of this all over my face, if there's any of it left, of course. And then I'll go on out and I'll film whilst I'm out and about too. Are you all okay, beautiful ones? Hope so. What are you all doing at the weekend? Got any plans? Hope you're all doing something really fun or exciting. Right. So far, guys, very unimpressed with it. It just hasn't Not that they claim that it would fill in very, very deep wrinkles, or furrows as they're called. So off camera, I'll go in now and I'll finish off the rest of my face with this one. I'll put another layer on this side and possibly 2 layers just so it's matched up. And then I'll film looking out of my window, and then I'll go on out. And then when I come back, we'll have to close. Is that okay? Not very good, not very good at all, Revolution. Just smooth that one in. Again, it's a gimmick. Do you know what I mean? It's just something designed to make the company sell more products. Really, I would avoid this if I were you. It's just, I mean, look at that. It's just ridiculous. I don't suppose it would have taken them much thought to have been able to avoid that issue, but. This is a thorough and a very honest review, and that's the only reviews I'll ever give on my channel. As you beautiful ones know, you can always come to me for frank, honest opinions about makeup and skincare, can't you guys? Right. Can't even screw it down now. There, did you see that? I just fell in there. So, and obviously when you put the lid on, if the product is stuck, which some of these stick products can do, then you'll have to try and put the lid on really, really carefully, otherwise you'll end up with it all squashed. I'm really annoyed with that now, actually. In fact, I hate it, but there we go. Well, I'll go on out and I'll do some filming just before I go out, and as I said, I'll film out with my camera in the natural daylight, and then I'll film when I'm out, and we'll see how this. Should we make this a couple of hour wear test? Why not? And I know for a fact my oil will start to break through sooner or later, because my skin invariably does. But right, okay, see you in a minute. Right, beautiful ones. This is, as I promised, in natural daylight, and I suppose, yeah, it just feels amazing on the skin. My skin now feels a baby's bottom soft. They're really, really, really soft, and my fingers just gliding over my skin. So I suppose it would make it quite a nice prime, yeah, a makeup prime, although, again, the size of it's just ridiculous. But, yeah, it hasn't made a blind bit. I guess it has mattified my skin, hasn't it, to a certain degree, but as for the trench on my forehead, it hasn't touched that, and it certainly hasn't touched the deeper wrinkles on my forehead. But I'll go on out and I'll film whilst I'm out, and then when I come back, I'll give you my final thoughts on the Revolution Pro Instant Line Eraser, okay? Right, beautiful ones, this is me out and about in Ely, and as you can see, it hasn't made a blind bit of difference to my skin. Total waste of money. So if you're thinking of buying this product, go and buy yourself a coffee and a croissant, and just don't waste your money on it. Do you know what I mean? It's just, it's not worth the money, really, and you get such a small amount as well. It's just, it's pointless. So, and it hasn't made a blind bit of difference to the trench or my deeper furrows on my forehead. I guess it has mattified my skin to a certain degree, but no, it's a waste of money, guys. It's a gimmick. So, again, do you know what I mean? If you're thinking of buying this product, I'd avoid it at all costs. All right, guys, I'll finish off filming when I get home, and lots of love. Take care. So, beautiful ones, I've now had this on for possibly 5-6 hours. Put it on very, very early this morning, and my oil has started to break through, as you can see. I've got it on both sides of my face now to even up when I was out and about at the shops. I filmed in the window, didn't I? And then I filmed when I was out and about. It's something and nothing, guy. Well, nothing and nothing. I'd say not even something and nothing. It's nothing and nothing. The size, ridiculously small. I mean, it's even smaller than most lipstick. Most lipsticks, I think, is something like 10 grams, or making that up now. I don't really know, but it's much, much smaller than anything I've ever come across. This is the world's smallest primer, guys, and it's the world's most useless primer too. As I said, do you know what I mean? Try and apply this to your face, all over your face. If you're then going to go in with a layer of foundation, possibly it may make a bit of difference. I don't know. It wouldn't last you more than 2 days, though. On the skin, it does glide on, although it's really, really, really awkward to get onto the skin. As for filling in deep furrows and wrinkles, no way. It just doesn't work. So £7 wasted, basically. Rather, if you're considering buying this, go and buy yourself a coffee, a croissant, or treat yourself to something nice with it. I just don't waste your money, though, guys. So this doesn't come House of Joseph recommended at all or endorsed. In fact, it's a big, big fail for me. Epic fail. Right, guys, that's it for today. If you enjoyed this review, don't forget to give this one a thumbs up. Similarly, consider subscribing. Hit the notifications button to all, so you're notified every time I release new videos. And all that remains is for me to wish you guys a gorgeous Friday. Have a wonderful weekend, and I'll see you all very, very soon. Hello, beautiful ones. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I'm Joseph. It's lovely to meet you. And if you are a returning subscriber, welcome back. This house. Start again. No, I can't start again, guys, because I haven't got much space left on my. Sorry, no, I'll have to start again. Sorry, beautiful ones. Hello, beautiful ones. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I'm Joseph. It's lovely to meet you. And if you are a returning subscriber to the House of Joseph, welcome back, guys. Now then, beautiful ones, in today's video tutorial thing, what video, should I just call it a video, because that's all it is, it's just a video, isn't it? Start again, take 3. No, I can't, guys, I can't keep doing this, it's not on, do you know what I mean? How much footage am I going to get through today? Silly me. Right, so yeah, today we're having a look at this, which is the Revolution Blur Instant Line Eraser. This is the only good morning, beautiful ones. Welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, I'm Joseph. It's really lovely to meet you. And if you are returning to take 4, let's try and get it right this time, shall we, mister? Whatever you say, sir. Aha.